Hello, hello, and welcome back to another moon ceremony. I'm Safrianna Lughna, the Queer Spirit Guide, and as always, it's a delight to join with you to attune to the moon and see what energy is here. So, just in case you are not familiar with me, I am a Druidic Priestess of Brigid. I have been running Wheel of the Year and moon ceremonies for going on 20 years now, and I love having the opportunity to be here online with anyone who wants to tune in anywhere across the world to be in this energy. So I am live for every new moon and full moon unless it corresponds with the Wheel of the Year holiday. So to familiarize yourself with what we're about to get into, I am going to do a energy update and talk about what is going on with this new moon in Taurus. I will then invite you to set some gentle intentions, and then we'll do an energy clearing before we move into a guided visualization or practice, followed by a collective card reading. So let's dive in with the energy. First off, please feel free to comment anytime if something's coming through for you or there's a theme you want to share, an intention, etc. You can always reach out privately. That is part of why I do the ceremonies the way I do, is so that everybody has full autonomy and anonymity. So, new moon in Taurus. First off, I am alive on Friday. The new moon is actually tomorrow on Saturday at, I believe, around 4 p.m. Eastern time. But we are already in a dark moon in Taurus energy right now. And this new moon is an interesting one in the midst of, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere like me, the spring season moving into summer, because this is like a pause. It's an invitation to go back to our roots and to really feel into what is here and to reestablish routines, to make sure that we are actually being sustainable in what we're doing. So the big through line of this particular new moon is really a coming home to your body, to really make sure that you're moving forward in a stable and secure way, that you're rooted in your own self-awareness, that you're rooted in self-trust, your values, rather than a concept of external certainty. And I know so many people in my life right now, myself included, that have been playing in the energy of uncertainty, realizing that there are just some things out of our control that we have no certainty over. And this is really inviting us to trust fall, to be okay with that, and to just make sure that we're aligning with our core values in life and building something that is actually authentic to us. So, a good question to ask yourself right now is, what actually matters in your life? What is actually of value to you? Where do you feel supported in your life versus you feel like things are unnecessarily complicated or draining? And of course, an invitation to look at all domains of your life, your finances, your routines, your work, your physical health, the emotional labor that you're putting out, and even the structure of your days. Because again, that is a lot of what this Taurus energy is inviting us into, is what does the body need? What do the routines need? And there's also a major invitation here about the standards we hold for ourselves. Are we holding standards for ourselves that are really routed in sustainability, rooted in who we are? Or are we holding standards for ourselves that are based on old productivity metrics, needing to rush all the time, things like that? So some big questions coming up for all of us here on how we're taking care of ourselves and how we're showing up in our energy. Are we mentally sabotaging ourselves in a way that is draining our energy and also making our lifestyle unsustainable? So from my understanding, there is something, we have Uranus and Gemini right now, early in that phase, and that is inviting us into redefinition time, redefining specifically what stability and security mean for us during this new moon energy. So what do you need to reestablish in your life? Where do you need a fresh start? Where do you need new foundations? This is the opportunity to really realign with those values. And we have a blue moon coming up. So we have a Sagittarius full moon, a blue moon, because it's our second in the month. And that has context here too. It's like the pressure cooker of the full moon on either side. It's like we're being really called to pause right here in the midst of this like big pressure cooker energy to really feel, where do we need to go next? What is actually the next right move for us in our bodies, rooted in the truth of what our energy can allow? We can't keep pushing the way that we used to. That no longer works. So it's time to recalibrate how you're showing up in your energy, how you're showing up in how you're using your body, and how you are sustaining your day to day. So let's set some intentions for this cycle. You can go ahead and grab your notebook if you have it and a pen. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. And I invite you to sit with this intention. Something like, in the coming weeks, I will, I commit to, I choose to, I lovingly let go of. This being a new moon, there is an invitation to really commit to a new routine, a new structure, a new way of reflecting on your sustainability. Just see what's coming up for you here and jot that down. And as always, you're welcome to share it in the chat or keep it to yourself. And I'm also writing down my intention. So what do you want to commit to in the coming weeks? What are you choosing in terms of your stability, your security, the needs of your body? And as you begin to tune into your intentions, you might begin to notice what I call the blips, the stories that come in that say, oh, I can't have that. It's not for me. There's no way. Even as I was writing down my intention, I'm like, ooh, that's going to be hard. So these sorts of stories, we are going to gently let go. So feel free to continue writing your intentions. But just breathing here. Just noticing the energy that's here. And using the exhale to let go. Letting go of anything that's not you. Letting go of any stories that say you can't have something. Letting go. Releasing these outdated stories that say you can't have something. Releasing any outdated stories that say you need to push harder or grind or hustle. Releasing any fear that you aren't safe. Right here, right now, nothing bad is happening. So feel that, know that, and let go of the worry. Just letting go so gently of anything stuck, sticky, or stagnant that you are ready to gently release. And this being an evening to honor Taurus energy in the body, I invite you to really physically sweep the body. Imagine you are brushing off all the old bullshit. You're letting go of those old stories. You're releasing anything that's stuck to you, that's no longer serving you. Shake it out. Let it go. You don't need to carry that anymore. Whatever it is. You get to have this intention for yourself. You get to live this life for yourself. You get to step into more sustainability, security, safety, nourishment. So, as we transition towards our guided practice here, just a reminder, and for anyone who's new, this is your experience. You can journal during it. You can have your eyes completely closed. You can lay down. You can be seated. You can get up and move. There is no one right way to receive this. You can follow along with me, or you can go off on your own journey. And whether you see, sense, know, taste, feel, hear, there is no one right way to receive the information that is coming to you. So trust that you will get what you need and leave the rest. So a gentle invitation to just return consciously to the breath again. And just use the inhale more actively here to call yourself home to the present moment. Feeling yourself anchoring into your body with each breath. Each breath is a sip of something nourishing for you. Compassion, joy, empowerment, play. Each breath, a sip of some energy, some emotion, some reality that you would like to root into your body. And we'll begin to focus on love, breathing in love. As we begin to sink out of the conscious mind into the heart space, drifting down like a stone, settling in the body, deep within the body. And breathing in love to begin to fuel a portal in the heart space. Each breath opening the portal until you can look through and see a beautiful, earthy nature scene. Whether that's mountains and rocks, or trees, flowers, all of the above, it evokes the element of earth. In your own time and way, stepping through this portal into this scene, taking a moment to land in this landscape and look around. Notice what you notice and feel what you feel as you scan the horizon, as you look at the ground. As you are surrounded by Mother Nature, by Earth. And if you look down, are you wearing shoes? If so, I invite you to kick them off as you begin to walk over this landscape, feeling it, the perfect temperature beneath your feet, the perfect texture for you to walk on. There's nothing sharp, there's nothing stabby. It's smooth or soft or lush, whatever you need it to be. But you feel held by this earth, supported. And as you walk along, you can feel that earthen energy seeping up through the soles of your feet, up through the muscles of your legs, moving through your ankles into your calves. This beautiful, nourishing earth energy traveling up your body as you walk forward, moving into your thighs, nourishing your knees, your hips, your glutes, your groin, You can feel your whole lower body really supported by this earth energy as you continue to move forward, picking your way over this landscape, noticing all the beauty and abundance around you. And that energy continues to travel up from the soles of your feet into your core now, radiating through your belly and your low back, moving up towards your shoulder blades and your chest, moving through your heart, rolling down your shoulders into your arms. This beautiful earthen energy, all the way down to your fingertips. Notice if this energy has a color, a texture, a sensation. Is it cool? Is it warm? What it certainly is grounding, rejuvenating, healing, and in its own way cleansing. And the energy travels all the way up through your collarbone, into your throat, into your jaw, your mouth, your teeth, your tongue, your nose and eyes, your brow and temples, your ears, your scalp, the whole of your head. And you can feel this earthen energy supporting and sustaining you. It's almost like you have little taproots, even as you're moving, even as you're walking through this beautiful landscape, as you're taking in the nature around you. It's like little taproots at the bottom of your feet are nourishing you, they're feeding you, they're sustaining you. You can continue to feel almost like you're a plant and you're drinking up the water deep down in the earth. You're soaking up the nourishment from the soil. As you continue to walk along, you come to a natural place to stop, a truly stunning scene. And you just take a moment to land, to be here in this moment, feeling your feet on the earth, feeling yourself rooted down, held and supported. And the ground in front of you begins to tremble a little. Not in a frightening way. It's not quite an earthquake, but you can tell something is coming up. Some being, some entity is unburying itself from the earth right in front of you. Allow this being to emerge and see who is here. Whether animal, plant, mineral, elemental, who emerges from the earth to greet you. Just take a moment to notice who is here, connecting with them. And then you might sit on the earth with them. You might walk with them. You might continue to stand and be rooted. But there's a message that they want to give you about how to sustain yourself, a message about how to nourish yourself. So take a moment here, feeling your feet on the earth, feeling the joy of what is here now, to listen to this message from your guide. What will sustain or nourish you? And just notice what's here. If a clear message is making itself known, amazing. And if not, listen to these collective messages. You are allowed to take care of your body. You don't have to keep pushing yourself all the time. It's okay to take moments to be completely and utterly still. You do not have to be in doing mode all the time. You don't have to be constantly growing. You are allowed to take the one next best step and then take a rest. You are allowed to nourish yourself, whatever that looks like. You are allowed to take care of you. It's okay if you haven't figured out the perfect routine. It's okay if you're still figuring things out. Let go of the idea of perfection. Embrace the idea of sustainable. Embrace the idea of nourishing. Embrace doing what's good for you. It's okay to take care of you. And just taking a nice deep breath here with whoever is here with you. Feeling this connection, feeling the way that you are rooted together with this earth element here and now. Feel your body grounded in the present moment. There is nowhere else to go, nothing else to do, only this moment. Being here in your body, embodied here on planet Earth. And I invite you to practice the tiny smile if it feels okay to do so. Just let the tiniest smile you've ever smiled slightly upturn the corners of your mouth as you smile at your guide. And feel the shift inside you of energy and or emotion as you just allow this gentle, tender moment of connection between you, your guide, and the earth, and this tiny smile. Feel your heart lift and your body settle. And then your guide gives you a little gift, something to take along for the journey home, the journey back to the body, perhaps a seed to plant or a symbolic object, but just notice what is handed to you in this moment from your guide. Receive any final messages about what this is, what it means, what it's for. And then just taking whatever you have received today, this healing energy, this grounding energy, any messages, permission to take care of you. Begin to find your way back through the landscape, back towards the portal of the heart, taking final moments to say goodbye to your guide, to offer gratitude to yourself, to the earth, to your guide, gratitude for this moment, for this opportunity for new foundations, gratitude for life. And then once again, in your own time and way, gently stepping back through the portal of the heart. And beginning to reintegrate fully back into the body. Wiggling the fingers and toes. And if the eyes are not already open, gently blinking them open. So take some moments here to land and write down any messages that might have come through for you. My little guide was a little star-nosed mole, I think they're called. He was very cute. As always, I'd love to hear from you if there's anything you do want to share. And otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and start pulling our cards for the collective here. Before I do, I just want to remind you that you can sign up for reminders to get delivered to your email when I actually remember to set them up. I'm still getting used to my new SOP over here. But if you want reminders about these moon ceremonies, you can head on over to safrianna.com/moon to sign up. If you happen to be seeing this in the next, say 48 hours and the website is not working, that's because my website has gone down to come back up because I'm rolling over my website to a new platform. And you can always follow here on YouTube. This is where they are always live streamed. So if you subscribe and you click the follow button for notifications, you will also get them through YouTube. So let's see here. What is our new moon and Taurus energy message? Wow, a whole lot of not Taurus energy. This is fascinating. I feel like this is the blue moon, the full moon in Sagittarius coming up, but it makes sense to me. Okay, so first off, we have the Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. This is a great card for this Taurus energy as well, because while I don't see Taurus as largely regarding our relationships, there is an opportunity for new relational foundations to create more security and stability. And that comes from allowing ourselves to receive the love that's here for us and giving the love that we have to give out. So really, this is a perfect opportunity to get to know your foundational relationship with loving and loving others and loving yourself and receiving love for yourself, as well as how do you make it more of a habit or a routine or a stable feature in your life that you are nourished and sustained by love? That's what's coming through with this. I'm so glad, Lisa, that you enjoy the meditations. I just go with the flow and they always amaze me where we go. So this is where I was saying that the Sagittarius energy is coming through because we have Fire Guardian. This is all about igniting your passion. So the message that I'm hearing here as I tune in is that this is sort of a precursor. This is saying that A, when we love and let ourselves be loved, and B, when we are not rushing all of the time and we take this pause to really, be in what is, we can really have this opportunity to be in a whole new level of possibility. And so what we're really doing with this new moon is we're gathering the energy that is going to culminate with this blue moon, this full moon in Sagittarius, to really ignite our passions. So this is like hey, the Fire Guardian is showing up now to support. It is our opportunity to begin to stoke those fires, but we're not going full steam ahead quite yet. So it's almost like the Fire Guardian is offering us the hand, like, hey, I'm going to help pull you up so that as you arrive in a few weeks at this full moon, the passions are really going to be ignited. But right now you're laying the foundations and you're creating your stability. And then finally, the Sun. Enjoy success and happiness. So this is really a very seasonally appropriate card, I feel. But here's the thing about sustainability. Here's the thing about nourishment. Nourishment feels good. It feels pleasurable to be actually nourished. When we are actually sustaining ourselves, it means that we're not depleted. We're not scraping by in the bare minimum. So this is inviting us to remember to enjoy the success that is here, to enjoy the happiness that is here, to enjoy the light that is here, and allow it to nourish and sustain you. And you're allowed to experience joy. You're allowed to experience pleasure. Allow yourself to be in the joy and the happiness and the success of what is here, whatever it looks like. It doesn't have to be societal metrics. That's what I continue to cast away. It is your own beautiful, unique thing. Ooh, Camille says, I ended up on a beach and met a mermaid goddess, and I think it was amphitrite. Oh. Intriguing. I am so curious. I love hearing who comes through for people. It is always something new. Oh, just so good. So yes, I thought these were the perfect cards too, even though it's like we're getting almost a precursor of what's coming. And on that note, our next ceremony, same space, is going to be at a different time than normal because it falls on a Sunday. So it will be Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern, and that is May 31st. I'm saying that off the top of my head. Let me triple check that for you. Yes, Sunday, May 31st. I will be live at 11 a.m. Eastern. So it's going to be really early for y'all West Coast people, but the replay will be available instantaneously for when you're ready to tune into it. But in the meantime, I really just want you to be so deeply nourished by whatever is right for you. There's no one size fits all. There's just no like, I can give you the answer and here it is. What nourishes you? What makes you feel stable and secure and sustained? What supports your body? That is what is here. And that is so cool, Camille, that you pulled the sun earlier today too. I feel like the synchronicities are rolling through for us, friends. So as a couple of reminders before I sign off here for the day, my website is going to be doing some funkiness over the next 48 hours. So I'm not going to bother to post any more links, but, Consort of Poseidon. That's very cool. Anyway, I am going to have my website rolling down. So if you want to come join the Heartbeat, the links are in my YouTube. That is my private community called the Rebel Elements. You can come over there and talk about the moon ceremonies with me and nature and or creativity and whatever else you want. So please feel free to join me over there. And I do just want to throw out there, even though I'm not going to put the link since my website's going down, that in approximately a month, we will have arrived at the summer solstice. And that is my very next Wheel of the Year ritual with my dear friend, Dr. Melissa Bird. So if you want to sign up for that, reach out and I'll let you know when the website goes back online. And otherwise, I'm sure I'll talk about it again here in the very near future. So please take good care of yourself, my friends. Go put your feet on the earth if you can. You know, it's a dark moon tonight, so enjoy the dark sky if you would like, but just know that you are so worthy of nourishment. You are so worthy of good things. And now is the time to step into new foundations, to embrace being empowered in a whole new way, and to stop hustling and grinding the way that you used to. That is the biggest message from today that I'd like you to take away. So until next time, I'll see you back here for another moon ceremony on May 31st, but I'll be live as I am every week. Please feel free to follow, like, and subscribe if you want to support this content, and I'll see you back here next time. I'm Safrianna Lughna, the Queer Spirit Guide. Bye for now.